Hello Guardians, and welcome to the channel. We are going to discuss the new changes, massive changes, coming to Destiny 2's Eververse. May 7th, we got a new TWAB, and the new TWAB detailed a lot of these changes, and I think they're going to be really good for the community. There's still some questions about the changes, though, and we'll get into that. And if you have any questions that you would, or concerns, or things you would like to discuss, please comment down below. But let's go ahead and get into it. Vanity and accessory changes. All right, so ships, ghosts, and sparrows. They're going to be adding several things here. So one, we're getting transmogrification. So basically, we're going to be able to take our armor with some in-game activity or some kind of silver, and we're going to be able to use that armor on any other piece of armor that we want. Make it basically a universal ornament that we have now. Instead of just buying them though, or getting the ones that Bungie creates, you can find a piece of armor you really like and turn that into something that you want to wear all the time. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to have to earn that in game yet, or how much silver that's going to cost. We're just kind of wait. That feature is coming sometime during year 4. They're adding aspirational pursuit for armor. They say they haven't done this consistently in Destiny 2. The armor will come from activities, not the season pass or the Eververse. And they removed Eververse armor from season 11 and itemized it into aspirational activity. This is a good thing. We want something to grind for. I think every Destiny player is always looking for something to grind for. And this gives us a reason to go get this armor instead of just not really caring or looking in the Eververse. We're improving rewards for aspirational activities, raids, trials, dungeons. That's great because there's not a lot of reasons to go in there unless you're trying to get powerful gear. I know that since Vault of Glass and stuff in D1, I haven't really cared about the armor in any of those raids. So hopefully this will give us a chance to get more engaged and feel better about the activities that we're trying to do. Right. They also said they're going to be vanity items along with power items when you do these activities. That's good. We need vanity items. We need something to show off, but we also need the gear to go along with it. It can't be one or the other. I would hate to run a dungeon and get a sparrow at the end and then not get some kind of awesome weapon or armor that really does well. All right, so they're working on adept weapons. They said that's great. That's going to help trials. For right now, there's not really that much reason to go flawless. I think they're working on that, but this is definitely going to help. And then they're working on new armor and accessories and weapons for season 13. So we're in season 10 right now. So I don't know if that means that next season there won't be any new weapons, or maybe there'll be more reprisal weapons. I don't know. It doesn't take the adept weapons and put those two statements together, so maybe we'll get the same weapons we have now, but adept versions. We'll just have to wait and see, but hopefully we're not waiting all the way till season 13 for some kind of new weapon, even if it's just a reprisal. And then it says trials will get a new armor every year. All right, that's a good thing. It doesn't really mention weapons or accessories in that, though, so that's a little bit concerning, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Destiny's next raid will have brand new armor, weapons, and exotics accessories to pursue. I think everybody expects that when you look at the new raid. If you didn't have those things, I think that would be a failure on Bungie's part. Beginning in Season 12, we will no longer be selling ships, ghost shell, sparrows, or ornaments Eververse that are visually based on themes from aspirational activity. So basically what you're not going to find is you're not going to find a sparrow or a ship or a ghost shell that looks anything to do with a raid or like a dungeon or trials. So there's already things in there that if you look now, and you probably can see in the background of some of this Eververse just going through it, some of the things that probably won't be there next time. You'll have to actually do the content to get them. All right, we're not planning on changing existing items at this time. We could be spending on itemizing the future. So basically they're not going to change stuff now, and that's a good thing. We want them to bring new stuff. We don't want to change things now. We want new items to go along with all the things that we have. We're getting core playlist reward changes. So basically, we're getting a new armor set for core playlist. The armor shares a geometry with all the other playlists. So basically, your Strike, Gambit, and Crucible armor are all going to share a geometry. They're all going to look similar. But then they're going to have their own decals and shaders specific to the activity. So we'll have to see how that looks. Hopefully they do a really good job. Hopefully there's a reason for me to even go look at those things. And all of us, I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Armor is really weird for me right now. Like, I have a really good set of armor and I can put an ornament on it. So why, I don't know. I really don't care that much about armor. But maybe with this new thing, maybe with the transmogrification, that'll start bringing that a little bit more back. They said they will create new sets for like this each year, 4, 5, and 6, and etc. I know this is bringing a lot of concern in the community. What does this mean? Does this mean there's not going to be a Destiny 3 for years 4, 5, and 6, and whatever etc. means? I don't know if that's what that means. I hope it's not. I think we really need a D3. I think especially when they decide to sunset like the PS4 and the Xbox equivalent to that, we need a new engine or some kind of update to the engine. And maybe they'll do something crazy that I'm not expecting, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, starting in Season 12, we're adding a pursuit weapon. Basically, they're adding a weapon that you can pursue. You can pursue it at any core playlist, though. So if you want to run Strikes for it, you want to run Crucible for it, whatever you want to do to run and get that, you can do it. You're not going to have to go sweat in the Crucible. You're not going to have to run Strikes over and over again if either one of those are not your thing. They will no longer be selling legendary weapon ornaments in Eververse. That's very interesting. I think that's a good thing. I would rather just go grind for those kind of things and work towards them. Hopefully they add something for that. I mean, I would like to use my SMGs and unlock some kind of cool ornament for them instead of looking into Eververse and seeing it and not getting it. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. Something that I can go out and grind for and feel like I'm accomplishing something in Destiny. I haven't had that feeling in a long time. Dust and engrams. We are making it easier for you to earn Bright Dust. So they're basically making it more account specific for Bright Dust than character specific, and that's a good thing. You got 3 characters, you can grind it out. You only got 1 character. It's still just it's an account thing. It's not really, you're held back by just having that 1 character, so that's good. I think Luke Smith brought up a lot of great things here, and I really appreciate them being a lot more open lately. I think the TWABs lately have been great, but like I will always tell anybody, actions are more than words. So we'll have to see what actually comes up in the next few seasons, and in particular Season 4. But that's going to be the end of all the stuff for the TWAB. I hope that you appreciated this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Comment down below if you think any of the changes are crazy or you don't know or understand, or let's have a discussion about them, and maybe we'll come together and figure out some new stuff. Hopefully all these changes come to fruition and we see some great things going forward in Destiny. Goodbye, my friends.